Pelicans trying to sweep Portland out of the first round, and it's a 2-point game. American Express halftime report. Are you an exasperated Charles Barkley?
No, I am excited, Charles Wade Barkley.
Why?
Because the 76ers, Heat, and the Pelicans, and the Blazers, man, that's all I want, competition.
Yeah.
These were awesome games to watch. It's been an awesome first half. Ernie, as a fan, and I'm a fan first and foremost, these teams are competing. I loved it.
You know, 2 great games so far, and our American Express teammates from this game, New Orleans and Portland. Drew Holiday has 14, Rajon Rondo 5. Shaq will have more on Rondo.
5 and 9. Don't leave out that 9.
That 9 assists. Shaq will have more on Rondo in just a second. But, yeah, you talk about the playoff intensity, and you talk about teams getting sick of seeing each other and that kind of thing. And flagrant 1 for C.J.
Oh, that's not flagrant. That's not a flagrant.
And a technical for...
you want to give him a layup?
Yeah, it's just a hard foul.
That's all it is, Shaq.
Went around the neck.
So what?
You're not supposed to give up layups, Ernie.
I know, but he got a flagrant 1 for going around the neck.
Little flagrant ones. Get off me, little man.
Rondo and Zach Collins.
You know I love Zach. Get this little man off me. I love it. I love it.
And
that's where it's supposed to be. And first of all, I agree with Shaq. That's not a flagrant.
Not a flagrant.
They called it a flagrant. They changed the rules. But flagrants are supposed to be when you're trying to hurt somebody. If you're not giving up layups.
Not by the rule.
Yeah,
it's the rule. That's a hard foul.
It's like excessive contact.
Well, yeah, but that's not. That's
there's nothing in the rule that says trying to hurt somebody.
Right, yeah, but I'm saying you can't read your mind. So the rule is basically if you're going over someone's head, then we're going to say we don't care what your intent is. We're not going to figure it out. That we're going to just say it's excessive. I just
disagree with the way they called it.
That's the only way to read somebody's mind.
I don't care what the letter of the.
I'm not saying it is. It wasn't a hard foul, but it was a flagrant foul.
Okay, you know Rondo.
Yes, Kenny, with your permission, I'm going to talk about the
point guards. And without question.
You know, Rondo is an old school point guard. You know, point guards that we play with. Reminds me a lot of Kenny. You know, I do know this about Rondo. You know, he doesn't waste time with the basketball. He'd rather have assists first. If you're open for a split second, he will find you. This is what he does right here, eyes behind the back.
Oh, my goodness.
Pick and roll, that's what they call it. He's going to run the pick and roll, and then, you know, he's always going to find his guys on the wing. He don't take two dribbles and putting it between his legs. If you run as a player, Rondo will find you. Old school point guard, putting it right in the guy's pocket, letting them go up and shoot. Don't mess around with the ball. Perfect little bounce pass. When the last time you seen that, Kenny? Little bounce pass?
Not at all.
Inside to the big man. And he always knows who wants the ball and where to get the ball to him. Old school point guard, reminds me of Kenny Smith. Rajon Rondo does not mess around with the ball.
You know who?
That's what I love.
Young Kenny, now old Kenny.
The best I've ever seen at doing that. Rondo is one of Jason Kidd.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Jason Kidd said to me one time. He says, "We played. It was an All-Star game." He says, "You know you're open all the time." I said, "What are you talking about?" He says, I always pass the ball ahead. I said, I've never played with a point guard who did that. So it never helped my game. I said, I played with Cheeks, who was great, Kevin Johnson, who was great. But they made the pass, like you say, Shaq, there's a talent to that Rondo and Jason Kidd, guys who do that. They always pass the ball ahead. It's a great talent to have.
The funny thing is I only played with guys that if I didn't pitch ahead, I would have to fight.
Right.
All about from Vernon Maxwell to Clyde Drexler, all on the list, they were guys that wanted to pitch ahead ball, so that made it easy.
Rondo 9 assists in the first half, averaging 12 for the series coming in. New Orleans doesn't get a lot of pub, not a whole lot of exposure. A lot of folks just getting to know this New Orleans team, which is on the brink of going to the Western Conference semis. Tell folks about them.
Oh, I thought he was going. Shaq. I thought he was going.
He don't run on Saturday, kid.
He don't run on Saturday?
He only runs Monday through Friday like a work for a person.
Well, we talk about Damian Lillard, and we know about McCollum because they get a lot of credit, but this is the difference what I see. If you look where Drew Holiday is playing him, he is pressuring the basketball. He's 1 foot away from it. Freeze it again. If you look at Clark chasing the pick and roll, you look down here, everybody's attached to their players. So that's the difference that these guards haven't seen as you let the play roll. You haven't seen that happen. So everybody's attached. There is no space on the three-point line for three-point shooters. Freeze it again. He's running around trying to get there. Again, everybody's attached. Look what Drew Holiday has. You can't even see the offensive player in Damian Lillard in the play and makes him take 4 to 5 dribbles, and now you can come help because you created a space. He actually walked there, but then you got the erasing mentioned Anthony Davis that could erase that as well.
Not a foul.
But then freeze it again. Drew Holiday says, I'm going to put pressure. This is what they haven't usually seen. Guys saying, I'm just going to continue to put pressure on the ball and make you foul me, and I'm going to play offense and offensively aggressive. Again, you watch how the defense is. Well, look where the offense is starting, way up here. This is not what Portland is used to. So you can recover because the guys are so far away from the basket, chasing everybody off of the three-point line. You're not getting easy threes because, wow, we got the eraser back there. We got him back there. And if you want to do that, we're going to chase you up the line continually. And that's been the difference for me overall, seeing how they handle Portland and saying, chase everyone off the line and send them to the shot blockers.
New Orleans hasn't won a series in 10 years. They could be 24 minutes away from sending Portland to the bait shop.
I like that, Ernest.
Welcome to the American Express Halftime Report.